his birthday, so you have to be nice. Fuckers, you're stuck now. He's the kind of comic who makes you jealous that you didn't think of that joke first. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time this evening, kindly put your drunk ass hands together for Fat Wolverine himself. Why is he bringing an easel on stage? I don't know. Scott Peavy, ladies and gentlemen.
Now half the jokes Austin told are funny. Hey, so thanks for coming, you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for supporting free local comedy. We really appreciate it. All right. I had kind of an interesting day. Well, I mean, it's nothing to tweet about or anything. But I woke up this morning and it was cool outside. That's nice. When you're fat and hairy, that's really nice. I'm born here in Florida, and the summer is just terrible. It's 13 months long, and you just hate getting up every morning and having to look at putting clothes on because you know the weather's outside mocking you, just like, was it gonna be 10 degrees hotter than hell or just muggy? I'm kidding, it'll be both. It's the worst. But there's more to Florida than just the heat. We're also broke, so that's good. Now when people call Florida the Panhandle State, it has a double meaning. That's a good joke. Maybe it's too smart, okay. I was watching TV and I saw a special about elephants, about to dumb it way down. Shark Week was over, so they were showing an elephant special, and I was all bummed out, because I don't know shit about elephants. So I learned shit about elephants. They had a 3-hour elephant special on. And I absorbed every bit of it. I was like, yeah, tell me about these elephants. So they said, you know, elephants have a brain the size of an orange. I didn't know that. They said, elephants are the symbol for intelligence in China. No idea. What does it even mean? Like you draw an elephant in China, and Chinese people go, intelligence. I don't know what that means. Also, elephants are so close with each other that when one of the herd dies, when one member dies, they just stand around it for hours for just paying tribute to it, to their fallen member. They just stand there and just memorialize and pay an homage to their fallen member. And I'm like, oh wow, these things are like these really deep, just philosophical, intelligent creatures. But then I remember back to the beginning where you said their brain was the size of an orange. So more than likely they're just going, hey Steve, wake up! Steve, no, we're rolling, man. We're not sleeping. It's like 3. Everybody's got their trunks packed. Can't believe you guys laughed at that. I do appreciate it though. Famous psychologist Sigmund Freud, everybody talks about him. They don't. But Sigmund Freud, okay, he invented the Freudian slip. I think that happened, he actually had one in front of a group of friends. And he just was trying to backpedal, he's regaling a group of esteemed colleagues about a trip he took. Yes, the wife and I just went upstate to a lovely wine tasting. Wine tasting. No, that was just a thing that I discovered, and I'm calling it a Freudian slip. Why not? I just wanted to give you an example of what it was, so we could open the floor for discussion, or not. We don't have to talk about it. I'm gonna go up to my room now and sleep with my mother. Take a nap. Take a nap. And fondle the dog. That one I meant. This crowd right here, they appreciate me because I'm their friend. Thanks, guys. So, anybody else here a big fan of food? Yeah! You guys like Jimmy John's? I love Jimmy John's. Yeah, I love them because they're freaky fast, and that's when I'm hungry. It's like right now. So they make the food, give it to you. It's awesome. But I always get my sandwiches on the wheat slices because I think that it's better for me. It's not, but it feels better when you say it. But they cut them down the middle for some reason. I don't understand why. The sandwich is thick, and my mom always cut them. That's the way you cut them, is diagonal. You don't cut them down the middle. But they do, so I have to ask them, cut it diagonally, please. But I went there recently, and I ordered my usual, number 8 on wheat slices, cut diagonally, please. And there's a long pause, and the guy goes, sir, we don't have those kind of knives. And I'm in the drive-thru, and so I'm going, this guy must be new. I said, no, just cut it diagonal. I guess he didn't hear me. And he goes, another long pause, and he goes, sir, our knives only can cut straight lines. So now I'm going, okay, he's new not only to Jimmy John's, but to lines. So I said, I was like, no, just cut, when you cut it from corner to corner. But I'm in the drive-thru, so you can't see me. There's another long pause, and he goes, pull forward. I was like, all right, sweet, you figured it out. So I get to the front, I pay for the sandwich, I get home, I open the sandwich. It's not cut diagonally. It's not even cut down the middle. The top half inch of my sandwich had been cut off, but it was still there. And I was like, did he start to cut the crust for me, or? Like, my sandwich looks like Frankenstein's head, maybe it's a Halloween thing. Why did he circumcise my sandwich? And then I realized he didn't cut it from corner to corner, he cut it from corner to corner. It was freaky ridiculous. Get it? Because of that. That's just a real story. I just hoped it was funny. It's not. Took a trip to Cancun recently. Took a cruise, and I met this awesome Spanish stripper named Tequila. Tequila Mockingbird. Oh, Tequila Mockingbird. I get it now. That's awesome. Anyway, that's how I got herpes. Okay. I want to do a serious bit. Chuck told a poem earlier, so I wanted to, in that same vein, I got a poem for you guys by one of my favorite poets, Mr. Russell Jones, and he writes, "Shame on a nigger for trying to run game on a nigger. Ooh, buck wild with the trigger. Shame on a nigger for trying to run game on a nigger. I'll fuck your ass up. Hut 1, hut 2, hut 3, hut! Old dirty bastard, live and uncut. Styles unbreakable, shatterproof. To the young youth, you want to get guns? Shoot. Blow! How you like me now? Don't fuck the style, ruthless, wild. Do you want to get your teeth knocked the fuck out? Well, get on it like that. Well, then shout. Shame on a nigger for trying to run game on a nigger." It touches me. That was Old Dirty Bastard of the Wu-Tang Clan. I want to end on a special note. This is my first time doing anything with a prop like this, so if it doesn't go over well and it's not funny, that's what I'm going to blame. As you may not be able to read here, there's 35 pages, so strap in. Page 1. Some of you guys may know of this story. You can Google it if you haven't heard, but There's a story about a woman in Louisiana who was called to her daughter's middle school to explain how to pronounce her name. And when she got there, she said that it's LaDasha. Some of you have probably heard this. When asked, how do you figure? Her response was, because the dash don't be silent. So, of course, forgiving first the fact that the dash definitely do be silent. You may recognize some of your favorites. Hyphens can be used to join two names or link two or more adjectives that act as one idea. T-Pain, cross-reference, Scooby-Doo. Also, hyphens are also used for clarity to distinguish between a dirty movie theater and a dirty movie theater. Also forgiving the fact that technically her daughter's name is LaHyphena. We just call it a dash. I came up with a list of names that she may very well have passed over looking at her keyboard, obviously. As I wondered, like, when did we start using text talk to name our kids? Like, did she tweet this to the doctor? She ran out of digits. Anyway, so here's a list of names I thought she might have very well have gone with instead. We have this little thing is called a tilde, Latildia. It's nice. A little more creative. Next we have La Pounda. If she gets into like boxing or you know, if she were to get into boxing or roller derby or something later, that would be a good one. Also, I'm sorry, Twitter, that already has a name. It's called a pound sign. You can't just like make up a new. No, it's a hashtag. It's a pound sign, Twitter. I'm taking some liberties with this one. La Controlla. It just sounds like if she were like.
I like that one.
Yeah, right? World domination or S&M, like whichever you're into. La Controlla. La Slasha. Sounds like a French serial killer. La Delita sounds like a Spanish hitman. How did that one get in there? That's embarrassing. This is from my trip to Cancun. How did that wind up in there? Wow, that's embarrassing. My face is red. La Asteriska is kind of hard to say, plus it sounds like maybe it's a minor surgery, like for cataract or bone spur or something. I don't really like that one. I'm glad she didn't go with that one. La Placenta is gross. Another one I'm taking some liberties on, Lataba. It's a little, yeah, nobody really looks at that and goes, oh, tab sign? Yeah, Lataba. Ladowna is just depressing. So I get that one. But my favorite, the one I probably would have gone with personally, is Stuck. My favorite, La Spesa. Because the space don't be silent. That's what I think. I appreciate it. I have one more. That was my favorite, but I've decided I'm inspired now. I'm gonna name my son Andrew. Or ampersand Drew, technically. And yeah, That's it. Hey, thanks everybody. Scott Peavy, Milwaukee's comedy troupe. Today's my birthday, and you guys are awesome. Also, before I get off the stage, I just wanted to say this is for real. My uncle died this morning, and he's actually somebody who was one of the first people in my life to inspire me to want to entertain people. He was hilarious. He was a great guy, so I dedicate this set to him. Thanks, everybody.
I like how it was kind of sweet at the end and then it got super fucking violent. Well, anyway, keep it going for Scott Peavy, our headliner. He's his birthday boy. Sam Owens, our featured comic. All the comics who came out tonight, including my terrible ass. If you like it, we're doing it every week, Wednesday, 9:30. You're going to get the same kind of stupid bullshit that you guys apparently love, including people who are funnier than me. And Chuck, stop clapping! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming out. Birds, thanks for supplying beer and food to everybody. I got nobody clapped at Birds. You guys are all assholes. Birds! Comedy night, Wednesday nights. Show starts at 9:30, runs to 11. You're going to see a lot of these local comics. Have a good night. Everyone, thank you very much for coming out.